Yeah, food comes out delicious. Coffee comes out delicious. One of those like big like like construction site, like giant fucking buckets full of coffee grounds. Food's all delicious. One thing I will point out is, Robbie, you very specifically asked for just some water. And it is crystal clear and cold and crisp and delicious water.
Like totally
Probably
doesn't add up about this place, and it's great.
Yeah.
Probably the first time you've had actual water without grit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
This is water.
It ain't water unless it hurts your teeth, but not in the cold way.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You need to taste the tannic acid.
Yeah. You eat, you pay, you leave the $300 down payment, or safety deposit. We'll call it safety deposit, collateral. And sure enough, Scrooter comes on over. Well, hey, I done got the van gassed up for you. Here's the keys. You all have it back as soon as you can, and any damage done to it, I will charge you for.
Fair. Yeah.
All right.
All right. We'll see y'all later. He turns around and walks out. And as he does, you see Screeter on his back. See y'all in a little bit. Enjoy your breakfast.
Well, that was horrifying.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if like take turns with one of them being the forward-facing walker and the other one, backwards.
Where do they keep their ass?
They don't walk like a crab. Like
they do not. No.
I can't imagine their dating life is any fun.
The Zoidberg.
It's either really bad or really good.
Yeah.
They've got to be side sleepers.
Yeah.
Well, I hope so.
Oh man,
just
I'm
get
just
smothered
thinking about
every other
going to the
night.
bathroom in the morning.
I imagine that one of them
understand
sleeps
why
on
they-
his back, but it's okay because the other sleeps on his front.
Do they share the same lungs?
No, I don't
If
know.
one's winded, the other one's winded.
I don't know.
How do their shoes work?
You look.
How much are we going to go into the
You
semantics
look,
of
and it
this?
is like their feet, the legs come down, and it's like a T. So like feet going out like each direction with their own toes that connect over the heel and go up. And the thing is the legs joint whichever direction the person walking forward is. So while like Scrooter's working forward, his legs work like a normal person for him. When Scrooter's working forward, the legs for Scrooter are like going like weird backwards bendy.
I hate that.
Same thing with the arms.
What about the calves?
They look like double calved.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's a nightmare.
Yeah.
It's getting better by the second.
Oh yeah.
Ugh.
So a lost oasis, huh?
And
but they know where it is. It doesn't seem that lost to me.
One of the serving units would come up. Well, it ain't lost. It's just floating. And she'll point it out on a map.
Oh.
Sure.
So like there's trees, but they're floating in the sky?
Oh, yeah, the whole damn thing is floating up in the sky with all the trees and shit on it.
The Smash Brothers stage.
How do you get to it then?
Well, at first you drive up to it, I'd imagine. If it was me, I'd just float on up there.
Right.
Oh yeah, that'd be.
Do we know how high up it is?
High as fuck.
Okay.
Surely one of you can fly. Or throw real hard.
Maybe.
Yes, but maybe not that hard.
Well, I mean, if you go underneath of it and you swim out into the middle of the under part, like it's not that far above water level. You could probably like grab onto the bottom and then climb on up around over to the top.
Oh, it's
wait. Is there water underneath it?
Well, yeah, it comes out of the oasis up top and flows down and makes like a little river lakey thing on the bottom.
Do I look like I swim?
Not in the least, but it looks like you might walk along a river bottom real good, or a pond bottom, or whatever you want to call it.
Then drown.
Well, hang on a second. And she like the old, like, Star Wars kind of like hollow fucking projector thing. I got a picture of it right here. I went there once on a date. Wasn't very exciting. My date had legs and was awfully jealous that I just floated on up. But anyway,
who could blame them?
there's a picture of it.
Oh, okay.
So fancy.
And what is it from there that we're trying to get? A flower?
Ivanines. You need to go find Ivanines.
Ivanine. Okay.
Yep. Each one you bring back, Mr. Big will pay you $200. Now you need to make sure that you're ready, because Ivanines are mighty mean.
Getting everything pretty much.
Oh yeah. If it ain't mean, it'd be dead.
Do they like only grow or live there?
I mean, I don't know. I know they're there. I don't know if they're elsewhere.
Knowing is half the battle.
Well, I know they're there, so I got my half done. Now it's the rest of you to do the other half.
Yeah. Well, we'll go and take a look. Do you think we should know about these this plant? Like, does it cause a rash? Does it cut people up?
Oh yeah. That's a good question. I can definitely answer that. That's an easy one right there. Well, listen, the Ivanines themselves, I mean, they're sneaky as shit, and they like to bite. And what else? Oh yeah, the sneaky shit. They like to bite. They'll grapple you, wrap you up, and then they'll shoot out their little clouds of puff pollen at you, and it's mighty, like, I've been told, makes one's nose itch. Something fierce. But I mean, you also got to worry about while you're up there. You got to worry about the vinacondas and the piranhutes. And supposedly there's something even bigger and scarier living up there. So you be careful.
Sounds like we got our work cut out for us.
Does.
Anywhere around here that sells weaponry or anything?
Well, yeah. We do.
Oh, good.
We have.
We don't know if we got money to buy weapons at this point.
I
No.
just need something sharp.
Oh, that's easy enough. You got something metal on you? I could sharpen it right now.
I do not.
All right, well, head on over to the garage. One thing Screeter likes almost as much as fixing up vehicles, it's making shit sharp that ain't be sharp. He can do that for you.
All right. Thank you.
They have like some climbing gear or anything like that?
I doubt that they do. I mean,
Rope.
you might be able
Would
to
anyone
find
around
it.
here have something like that?
I mean, this ain't really a recreational kind of climbing area. I mean, maybe if you head down to the racetrack, you can get some tow ropes or some shit like that. I mean, really, I don't know, maybe look around at the base of the floating oasis, see if you can find some long ass vines that have drooped down or fallen off or something.
Okay.
I have
It
to
would
improvise.
take a look around there. Yeah.
Yeah. So Robbie, if you're looking for something sharp,
Mm-hmm.
you can get pretty basic stuff. Like they got a big ass axe. They got a long sword, short sword, spear, two-handed sword, sledgehammer.
I got a sledgehammer that's not sharp.
It is reverse
I'm
sharp.
just thinking it is reverse sharp. So I'm thinking if I need to cut stuff, I'm going to want something sharp. Probably just a dagger.
Yeah, dagger. Yeah, if you go over, he'll sell you some weird dagger made out of some strange car parts. Very Mad Max looking. It would cost $3.
Okay.
D4 damage, 10, 20, 30 throw range. You should just be able to search for a dagger in the items and just
Yeah, I found it. Okay. Cool. Thank you.
So yeah, you all have a loaner vehicle. This van. It's got a old fucking an old 8-track player with some Steely Dan and some Foghat 8 tracks in a box under one of the seats.
Hell yeah.
It's not super comfortable, not super uncomfortable. Oh shit, Farcotive. There we go. Anyway, that's another point of trouble for me. I can take it. I won't argue with it. Now what?
Suppose we'll be on our way.
We should
I
get
guess
going.
it's time to go figure out how we're going to climb this thing.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you all load into the van and you start heading north. We'll pop over to the map just for a second. We'll have to update the ride thing, but yeah. It's a couple hours drive, nothing terrible. And eventually you come back to the Flotasis, the floating oasis. Yeah, sure enough, this thing's massive, maybe a couple 100 feet up to the top. This large kind of like pondish lake underneath. You could see all these little like streamlets, like little waterfalls kind of flowing down. There's bits of vegetation growing in the water or just falling off. Kind of up top, you can like see the occasional bird floating or flying around in like the foliage up on the top of it. You can see there's probably some remains of some old structures here and there on it. What do y'all want to do?
Not actually like floating though. It's like still connected.
It is absolutely
to the...
floating.
Oh, okay. So the
There's
little
like
root in
that
the
little
water,
root thing is actually like 4 or 5 feet above the water level.
Okay. So picture's not totally accurate.
Not super accurate. It's the closest Mid-Journey could get me.
That's fine. Well, dang. Good luck,
Let's
guys.
drive around until we see a good spot that vines are hanging down. And
Sure. Why don't you
park there?
go and give me an intelligence test then?
Y'all have fun. I'll just wait at the car.
You can climb, can't
16.
you? You got all those arms.
You got a lot of strength.
I do have strength, but I don't have a lot of other things.
So, yeah, you're driving around here and there. And you can actually see out of that kind of that old structure, kind of like, at first you thought like, oh, it's built out of the side. Like, no, it's like dangling off the side. Like maybe it was on top of it and it kind of tipped over. And the vine structure and the kind of support structures of it kind of just, it's hanging upside down. And you can see there's some old like root works and whatnot, some vines dangling down. You should be able to get close enough to grab a hold of that and climb up to the structure and then hopefully shimmy the rest of the way up to the top.
Try to,
Okay.
like, grab the side and start climbing.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll point us over there so we park there.
Sure. So
Yeah.
I'm going to call for a test.
Imagine that.
Player's choice, strength or agility.
An easy choice, at least.
So Spinowin,
22.
all fleeting look is
Oh,
lost. Doesn't
no.
that suck?
Bum, bum,
It sure
I'm
do.
sorry, guys.
Necktie, how could you?
All right.
I have a quick question, and it's only because it just popped into my head.
Yeah.
How's Ingram seeing the floating island?
Ingram, you really don't. Well, Ingram still has regular ass eyes.
Yeah,
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I just have to wear sunglasses during the day.
Okay. That's like if it's
Seeing it
primarily.
with
Yeah.
his regular
I also
eyes,
have tremor sense. But
Okay.
Yeah.
special
Yeah.
eyes.
Yeah.
That's good. I was just curious.
Yeah.
All right. Our target number was 12. So
Well.
Spinowin,
Yeah.
Connecti,
You
Lee,
could have spent fleeting luck on it.
but you weren't quick enough. Actually,
No.
I would let you. You did have 2 fleeting luck. I'd let you spend a fleeting luck since you did technically roll that before Kinnicky lost it all.
So reroll it.
Fleeting
No, you
luck,
just
you just get to
add it.
add one.
Oh, I just get to add one. Oh, I accidentally
That's
clicked
fine.
it. Okay.
No,
We'll just
yeah.
add one then.
Yeah, all right. So now that means that Kinnicky, Lee, and Ingram, you all fail. This is the climb to get up to this structure. It's maybe 20, 30-foot climb up to it. The vines you're on give way. You fall. But I'll tell you what, you're falling into water. You each take 5 fall damage.
Ow.
I'm glad I leveled up.
Mm-hmm. So, the next chunk of the climb, those of you who fell, I'll let you climb up the rest of the way. You're now all at the structure. I want another test, same thing, to get from the structure to the top. Numbers are looking better. Ooh, Lee.
Oh,
Oh, Ingram, you make it.
Would you say the
don't.
DC was 14?
12.
Oh, I don't have any luck anyway.
you got regular luck.
All right, fuck it. I'll burn a single point of regular luck.
Okay. Those of
I will
you.
burn. I will burn 4 to make it.
Okay. So who all fails then? Okay. Spinnowin. You drop, and rather than landing softly in the water, you land on this structure, like a platform of the structure you're climbing up.
Oh no.
It's not as far. You
Oh
only
my
take
God.
6 points of fall damage.
Ouch.
Only.
Yeah.
You land on the stairs.
Yeah. Quite a few
Hear
of them.
crunch.
With your back.
All right. And then you are able to finish the rest of the climb. Eventually, Spinnowin, you make it up. Bruised. Ego hurt maybe a little bit. That was a
Just
very,
a smidge.
very, a fall with a lot of flailing.
Okay, all your bones broke your fall.
Yeah, you don't need those.
But yeah,
That's 4, right?
eventually you
Yeah.
make it to the top. Now, the picture isn't 100% accurate as to what I'm about to describe here. It's very, very large up here. You've got this kind of like moat-esque thing with some land bridges here and there, with this giant mass in the center. And it's way more vegetated than what it shows. This big like jungle formation that just grows up into these 2 huge kind of like intertwining trees. It's absolutely huge. And you can hear the sounds of different animals, birds. You can see birds flying around. So, now what?
Tread carefully and start trying to look for these plants.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Did we get a description of what to look for?
You didn't ask, no.
Oh, well.
We just know they're vicious.
If they try to attack us first.
So we're just going to bring
To us.
everything back that we kill
Sure.
in
Um,
vast
sounds-
quantities.
Well, they make it sound like it's a vine, so at least we can kind of narrow it. We don't have to look at ferns or, trees or grass.
Okay. Go.
I don't know. There's the
Could I
vinaconda
do a
also.
survival roll to try to find it?
They have to have flowers because they have clouds of pollen. And they're sneaky as shit.
Yeah, John, absolutely you can.
Some sort of sneaky flower.
Mm-hmm.
Got an 8.
8's a little rough.
Yeah.
You're all kind of like wandering around in this thick, lush jungle. Like there's just rivulets of waters flowing everywhere. It's a very wet environment. Tyler,
Mm-hmm.
I rolled you as a victim. Give me a D4. Okay, cool.
4.
Let's see what that gets you.
Yeah, I don't like that.
You're all kind of moving through listening here and there. And Tyler, you were my victim, so you're the one. Give me an intelligence test.
I don't like that.